Hi kiddos, welcome to our Do It With Me video series. In today's video, you will learn how to tackle a more than math question. And my hope for you is at the end of today's video, you will know the steps to take for a more than question. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Okay, so do me a favor, take out your P2 worksheet topic, more than, less than. Let me show you the cover page. Okay, as you can see over here, it looks something like that. You should have it in your math file or maybe even your homework file, okay? So go and look for it. You can pause the video right now and I'll wait for you to come back. And once you have your paper, you can resume the video. So let's take a look at exercise number 1. Before we want to understand what is more than, we need to understand what do they actually mean. And before we want to understand more than, there's one word that I think every student should understand first before they can do a more than question. The word is. Okay, so what's the meaning of is? Whenever you see the word is, the first thing that should come to your mind is the equal sign. Alright, I repeat that again. Whenever you see the word is, the first thing that should come to your mind is the equal sign. So what you want to do, alright, to help yourself to understand the question is to draw to write the equal sign on top of the word is. Okay, whenever you see the word is, make sure you have an equal sign. Whenever you see the word is, make sure you have an equal sign. Okay, so with that, we can actually move on to the second part. Okay, now, flip with me to the next page. Alright, this is page number 3. I think level 1 question is not an issue at all. All of you should know what to do. Now, I'm going to talk about the relationship between more than and Mr. Addition, okay? Now, we take a look at level 2 questions, okay? Level 2 questions are a little tough, but actually, honestly, it is solvable, okay? Alright, now, just need you to practice and understand what they're trying to tell you. Now, when you look at this question, right, you'll be like, how am I supposed to find the question mark over here, right? I guess that's what you're thinking, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a very simple example to help you to understand first, okay? Let's say if I have 10 equals to 6 plus question mark. I think most of you will tell me that the answer is 4 in a heartbeat, alright? You will be able to answer in a heartbeat. But now, when I ask, why is the answer 4? Not many of you will be able to answer, but let me just explain to you why is the answer 4. The answer is 4 is because you do 10 minus 6, which explains why the answer is 4. Now, it's the same thing, right? Whenever you do a question, you need to know the why first before you answer it, okay? So let me just help you with this, okay? I'm going to use something called number bonds, okay, to help you to understand this question, okay? Now, what's the meaning of 10 equals to 6 plus what? Or 10 equals to 6 plus how much? Or 10 equals to 6 plus question mark? Now, the 10 is actually, if you remember number bonds, it's something that you have learned in primary 1, okay? Number bonds, 10 is actually on top. And then when I branch it out, the first bubble, or in fact, I would say the second bubble is 6. The third bubble would be a question mark. So when you look at this number bonds, or some of you call it a number bubble, okay, number bonds, right, you will realize that to find a question mark, I just have to do 10 minus 6. Okay, I believe that's what you have learned in primary 1, okay? So in order for you to find something like that, okay, something similar to you know, this question, you will always have to minus, okay? So let's take a look at, you know, any of the question over here. For example, this one, all right? You might want to draw a number bond. 9898, alright, that is the top. And then after that, I branch out, I get 1, 2, 4, 5. So how do I actually find the other one? Simply put, I just have to do 9898 minus 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, I believe this is simple for all of you. Alright, I want you guys to go and try all of the questions. Okay, even if you get it wrong, it's okay. All you need to do is to try, and when you make mistakes, it's alright. Okay, try again, and then by then you should be making, you know, lesser mistakes, okay? Now, we're going to look at exercise number 3, which is conquering more than questions. Now, if you are able to solve such questions, I would say you have already conquered the concept of more than. Okay, whenever you see the word is, just now, when I first started the video, I said, we have to understand the meaning of this word. And the meaning of this word is, right? You put an equal sign. More than, whenever you see the word more than, you put plus, okay? Then write it out. So what you want to do is 154 is equals to question mark plus 120. Remember what we did just now over here? Alright, in exercise number 2, in order for me to find a question mark, what do I have to do? Alright, what I can do is I can either draw a number bond, which is 154 in the first bubble, 120 in the second bubble, and a question mark in the third bubble. How do I find that question mark? All I need to do is just 154 minus 120. Am I right to say that? Alright, and that's it. That's all you need to do, alright? In order for you to find the answer, okay, you have to first write it down, okay? So I'm just gonna maybe, do one question with you. I want you to do it alongside me, okay? So let's take a look at the second question. 225 is, I quickly put an equal sign, more than I quickly put plus. Okay, I don't care about anything else. I need to do this first. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is this, to write it out. So 225 is equals to, this is a blank, alright? So what you want to put? You want to put a question mark. Plus 98. Oh, okay, teacher Joseph said I need to draw a number bond. Okay, fine. So 225 is the top. Branch out, I get 98. So what is the answer over here? Alright, so all I need to do is 225 minus 98. Okay, so what you want to do is definitely 225 minus 98. Alright, so you can do the normal calculation, no problem. Okay, alright, the subtraction column. Okay, so you borrow 1 from your neighbor, you get 15. 15 minus 8, what do you get? You get 7. Alright, 1 minus 9, you can't do 1 minus 9, right? Because whenever you want to do subtraction, it has to be a big number minus a small number. So you borrow from your neighbor again. So you say, hey neighbor, can you borrow me 1? So your neighbor say, hey, sure, I'm gonna borrow you 1. So right now, what do you have? You have 11. So 11 minus 9, what would you get? You will get 2. You bring down the 1 and then you get 127. Therefore, what are they trying to say? They are trying to say, or in fact, I would say your answer is this, 127. So let's read the sentence together. 225 is 127 more than 98. Is that true? Yes, that is true. Okay, so I'm just gonna do another question, okay, to show you that the same concept applies for any kind of question as long as you're talking about more than and the word is. Okay, is more than, right? So 7800 is equals to 1140 plus a question mark. In order for me to find a question mark, I can either draw a number bond. Okay, for now, maybe you want to draw a number bond, but in the future, what happens is that, you will be so used to doing it, you will know that it's minus. Okay, in order for me to find a question mark, I simply have to do 7800 minus 1140. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to use the subtraction column. Okay, alright, 0. I borrow from my neighbor. Neighbor 8, can you lend me 1? Alright, neighbor 8 says, sure, I will lend you 1. Therefore, 10 minus 4 is 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. Alright, what would you get? You get 6,660. Okay, so you can write over here. Okay, now, that's all you need to do. Alright, very simple. Okay, I'm just gonna do one last question before I end the video. Alright, now, wait, before I go on to that question, I want you to read this. So 7,800 is 1,140 more than 6,660. Does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Okay, now we are gonna do one last question, same thing. Alright, but now the question mark is shifted, right? So same thing, concept applies, put equal, plus. Question mark is equals to 67 plus 890. I think this is fairly simple, right? In order for you to find a question mark, they have already tell you that, hey, you just have to do 67 plus 890. Alright, so what I want to do, I want to add them up together. Okay, so what would I get? I'll get 957. Alright, make sure you read the statement. 957 is 67 more than 90. Does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Okay, so that's all I have for you for more than concept. Okay, please go to my second video to watch the less than concept. Alright, with that, I've come to the end of my video. I hope I have turned your confusion into clarity. Thank you very much. Bye bye.